hospital, spending enough in special nurse here, or more here, special nurse rara. It was because of what they did. That was why they look for a quack or a nurse somewhere. Because Mo, ni nurse here, Mo used to go to hospital. All those was lie. This same Wunmi that said Mo did not used to go to hospital, Mo only phobia for hospital, she did not allow me to give birth in the hospital. But let's not forget that when they were dragging about iCloud of 18, Wunmi was in the hospital. How come when it comes to Mohbad's case, Wunmi always project that Mo did not want to go to hospital, Mo have phobia for hospital. But we can see clearly that even you were in the hospital in that voice note. Kelotoshe delete a message, WhatsApp for me, what happened to my high cloud, blah, blah, blah. Wunmi was in the hospital in that voice note. To the extent Mo said, you were pretend the poor hospital be, blah, blah, blah. Because even we, in that record, we can see she was in the hospital there. Does that mean that Mo has never for once have phobia for hospital? It was because of this their evil they want to do that makes them not to carry Mo to hospital and lie that Mo did not want to go to hospital. That was why they call quack nurse. Or Mo don't already mind. They just call facial because in all these settings there can never be emergency case. There can never be series of calling, and you as a nurse, you are in Kutonu and they were calling you, and you as a nurse in the second day you did not rush to the scene they were calling you to come and treat a patient. Your mother said, "Ko rush." But if you can rush, you treat the client. Even the client about a so she will not rush. And also, all the friends the friends that have came out during this period, Mo, as in Kiniga Inje, Prime Boy and Co. They were like, Wunmi always try to push more friends away. Mo at all. If you want to get close to Mo, you must pass through me, according to them. So now let's assume that this nurse was the reason why Mo died. Maybe due to maybe due to one mistake or the other. And the nurse was brought in through one of Mo's friends, which is spending. And Wunmi the vampire, according to what they claim, will become to spending himself, the initiator of the nurse, and to the nurse.
No, now it's not done now.
Well, for now I drop my eyes and I have to pence up.
Thank you so much. Yeah. See, everything is looking clearer now because oh God, everything is looking more clearer, and we are beginning to understand some things. Yeah, I said the Coroner inquest is coming soon. Do not, should I say this here? Should I say this here? Should I say, yes, let me say it here. It doesn't. Do not be surprised that, okay, the Coroner inquest is coming very soon. I mean, very soon. The Coroner inquest is coming. Susa, thank you. Okay. Calling several times, yeah. Several times to come. Susa, thank you so much. To come and treat someone, and you land in that particular area or in that particular state, and you refuse. One of the sole responsibility of anybody in the medical line is that whenever there is an emergency, even if you are on top of your wife or your husband is on top of you, whenever there is an emergency, you leave that lapio and attend to that emergency first. I'm not in the medical line, but if I am wrong, please correct me, people in the comment section. One of the lessons that you learn as a medical practitioner or as an individual practicing medicine or anything related to medicine is that whenever there is an emergency, even if you are lapioing and you know that there is an emergency, yeah, you leave whatever it is that you are doing, yeah, and go and attend to that emergency. Then when you are done, then you can come back. Why? Because a life is at stake. Now, was most life at risk at that point in time? Yes, it was. Because the way they were calling the nurse shows that there was an emergency. That was an emergency. And there is a need for nurse. They called. Why is it that when she got to Lagos, she didn't head straight to that place? She still slept at Aja. She woke up in the morning. Yeah, she was still makeup and all these things and all these things and all these things. Then she walked majestically to that place. Then, why? As a medical practitioner, conspiracy? Why was there no rush? Why was she not in a hurry? Why was she not in a hurry? Remember I said earlier on, I said, what if, only Rocky one I see, what if the nurse was never in Cotonou? What if the nurse was, what if there is nothing like Cotonou? What if the nurse was actually in Nigeria? What if the nurse was actually in that house and she knew everything that happened? Then Mr. Olaide asked a question in the comment section. What if the nurse that they actually claim it was Mohbad's original nurse? What if there is nothing like that? I'm coming. What if there is nothing like Nurse Wunmi, who is said to be the original nurse, that is actually, that is actually treating Mohbad? And what has she treated Mohbad on before all of this thing happened? Now, we are trying to establish a point. Right? Now, before I go, I'm supposed to go to Mr. Olaide. But Mr. Olaide, pardon me. Let me go to Ayonfe. Ayonfe, let's have you. Then we'll go to Mr. Olaide. Then we'll come to Be Good. Then we'll come to Mr. Andy. And if you want to make a point, you can send in a request and let's talk about this thing, because everything is actually looking more clearer now. Because the coroner inquest that is coming, we don't want them to say that the nurse is sick. That is the reason why they cannot present the nurse. Yes and amen. Golden seal. Mr. Olaide, we don't want a situation whereby the coroner inquest will come and they will say the nurse is sick and the nurse cannot come to the coroner inquest.
Okay, ambulance, beware.
We know the game they are trying to play. They cannot tell us that the nurse is sick. They cannot tell us that the nurse is sick, and that's the reason why they cannot present the nurse at the hospital, at the coroner inquest. We're not going to take that. Prime Boy and Spending are not the only people coming to the coroner inquest.
And in addition, I will put it to you people, there is nothing like Mohbad have a personal nurse. There's nothing like that. Because there was a show we saw that they beat Mo and some more guys. They rushed them to hospital. This them Mo, they are now saying that only phobia for hospital. They rushed them. They were all in the hospital, attending to them in the hospital.
Thank you so much. Yes and amen. Yes and amen. Thank you so much. Please, I want to encourage every one of us. Let us hold our line of thought. Because this thing is like they don't jazz us before. But in one way or the other, God passed them. Yeah. The nurse must come out. Thank you so much. Yeah. Ayonfe, let's come to you. Then we'll go to Mr. Olaide. Ayonfe, thank you so much.
Okay, thank you to everybody. Let's not forget the address said in Coroner inquest. No one sees Mo on Monday. Like after 12, no one sees Mo. Lifestyle said this before he left the house around, I think 9, 10 to 11. He saw Mo too, but we are not sure. Okay, Spending said there was no airtime in his phone. He doesn't have airtime in his own line. So he used, there was a statement that they brought out for us like that. He used DJ Bami's line. His Spending was telling us now that he saw Mo 9 p.m. on Monday. How on earth that DJ Bami or Wunmi was not able to tell Spending again that the nurse came? If you are getting that point. Spending said he never knew that the nurse came. The mother of the nurse is saying Spending was calling the nurse repeatedly. And there was a stuff that they brought out for us that Spending never called the nurse due to short of airtime, that he used DJ Bami's line. That was how DJ Bami got the number of the nurse and continued calling the nurse till they have to reach the nurse. And Spending said he saw Mo 9 p.m. on Monday after the nurse escaped and went back. So how on earth did they not tell Spending that, okay, we later reached out to the nurse and she came here, she treated Mo and Mo is fine, Mo is not fine, Mo is this, Mo is that. So with all this, yes.
And your fair point of correction, a nurse was not there on Monday, it was Tuesday.
Okay, it was Tuesday.
So they do the calling, they do the calling on Monday throughout. So it was that Monday All of them were saying, I saw him, I did not see him. Nobody saw him. It was Monday. So nurse came on Tuesday.
Okay, even at that, with all this thing, they've reached out to the nurse on Monday before she can come up on Tuesday morning. They've reached out to the nurse. Why is anyone not telling Spendy that we later reach out to the nurse? We later got across to the nurse. This is all script. Adura said, the brother to the deceased, that no one saw Mo after 12 o'clock on Monday. So who is lying? Who are they defending? Who is giving them the script to read out? We just need to know this. I need to step down now. I'll come up later.
Yeah, thank you, Ayofe. Thank you so much. Yeah. You see, our point now is this, yeah. Just like I said the other time, Mr. Lady, you are coming in. This nurse, yeah, this nurse of a person, this nurse of an individual, yeah. I think she holds more of whatever it is that is going to actually help us in this case. Yeah. People believe, yeah, Spending has information or whatever. Yeah, thank you so much, Queenie. Thank you. People believe that, yeah, Spending is this, Spending is that, Spending is this, Spending is that. But I'm here to tell every one of us that. See, the Coroner inquest that is coming, because they are already establishing the point that the nurse is sick. See, anything that must, whatever anything that must be given to must be given, because the Coroner inquest cannot come up and they will tell us that the nurse is sick and the nurse cannot work, or the nurse is under intensive care, ICU or something. Only Rocky one. Queenie, thank you so much. They should not try that with us. Mr. Lady, let's have you, sir. Thank you, Queenie.
Yeah, thank you, Ishtok. I think the problem I'm having with this whole nurse thing is because of the Nigerian police said they tried to reach out to Nurse Wunmi. That one for me is obvious, is a lie. That one is the one lie. They never reached out to any Nurse Wunmi. Because if they did, I don't know, maybe Spendy wouldn't have told them. Spendy didn't tell us that they tried to reach out to any nurse. Spendy said he saw him and he tried to give them number. He called, then Bami was not calling. And again, when the nurse father, when Papayano called the nurse father, Papayano asked the nurse father that, was Wunmi there when Felicia injected Mohbad? The man said yes, that the nurse told them while she was administering on him, CYW was there. Meanwhile, the Coroner inquest, CY said she was cooking fried rice. So as you can see, oh, she didn't know how they addressed the dog. And again, this is why, when people say there was no nurse, there is nurse. In my own opinion, I want to say maybe there's a nurse. Because when you look at the time, and I've tried to calculate when they called. When did they call the nurse first? Now, Spendy said 9 p.m. he saw Mohbad last. The nurse was in Kuton, according to the mom. If you know Lagos very well, she was in Kuton, not that she's in Kuton. She was in Kuton trying to enter the Nigerian border, right? If you have been to Kuton or Benin Republic, then you say, from Kuton, if from Kuton, Seme border to Badagry, you're going to take, let's say, maybe 1 hour, 2 hours. From Badagry to Mautu, you're going to take 1 hour, 30 minutes. That means the nurse has been called since afternoon on Monday or morning. I want to be on that game, the game that they called. So now, on Monday, we call. Prime Boy tried to reach out to Wunmi by exactly 8:54 a.m. Monday Nigerian time. She replied 1:15 or 1:16. Don't come for now. Meaning, most likely the nurse has been reached out to in the afternoon on Monday. I'm playing to that game, so we can all analyze it now. On Monday, so you can't tell me the nurse got back to Nigeria and she was tired late in the night. Are you saying the nurse got back to Aja 9 p.m. or 10 p.m.? We don't know. And that's where the Nigerian police need to come in. And I say Nigerian police.
Mr. Lady,
yes, boss.
On your point,
yeah.
from Cotonou to Lagos Island will take, under normal circumstances, should take this 3 hours, 8 minutes.
It will take more than that.
It will take more than that. No, that's why I say under normal circumstances, right? Can you hear me? Mr. Lady, are you there?
We can hear you. I don't know, maybe it's like this network.
Yeah.
To ask something. Dish, I want to ask something.
Okay.
Spending, see, this thing here, if we are not being careful, someone will be telling us the truth indirectly. I'm coming, please. Someone will be telling us something, but indirectly, now, did anybody even know the meaning of I see him last? Did anybody know that meaning? Can you see someone who is alive last? Here one. Now, let me bring us back to this. Spendi said, I saw Mo last around 9 p.m. on Monday. After that, I saw him in the hospital. Do we as in shout out? Now, let's bring it back. What the hospital said, brought in dead. Because the hospital to support more life. I don't know. Do you know about any hospital that said there's one more life?
No.
Yeah, Spendi said, I saw Mo last 9 p.m. on Monday. After that, I saw him in the hospital. He never said I saw him live in the hospital. He never said I saw him on Jakoro. He was crying for help. He never said anything about life. He only said I saw him, and anybody can see anybody. He can see dead body in the hospital. Shola hospital. That one was not mentioned. But Spendi said I saw Mo last. Someone cannot be alive, and we saw him last on Monday. And now here on Tuesday, that Mo was in the hospital. The hospital that accepts Mo, it was brought in dead. So let's look into that too. And if Spendil said he left Mo's house around 9, their house was very, very close. Very, very close. So if two friends' house were close, they can left each other house 1 o'clock in the middle of the night. If two friends, if their house were very close, one they could around 1 p.m., 1 a.m. in the night, they can even let each other house 4 a.m. in the morning because their house was very close. It was trackable. So Spendi can leave Mo house around 9, maybe after he don't pine, because he said he saw him last on Monday. That was 9 p.m. And after that, he said he saw Mo at the hospital. The hospital wanted Mo lost, it was BID, brought in dead. Assuming the hospital was like they brought him, they rushed him in. We tried to test him, so we tried to stable him. Nothing like that. It was brought in dead. At least let's ponder on these two statements. It's very, very important. Thank you.
Thank you, yes, Nadimin. Yes, Nadimin, thank you. Mr. Lady, you want to continue? Because this thing here is going to open our eyes. Because where my mind is going now is that particular Coroner inquest. That is where my mind is going now. Because we need to be 4 steps ahead of these people, 10 steps, 100 steps ahead of these people. The legal team of Mohbad's father needs to actually hammer on this thing to make sure that everybody who has not been invited, everybody, the nurse, Spending, Prime Boy, and everybody who has not been, they make sure they must come to the Coroner inquest. There is no excuse that one person is this, one person is this, one person is this, because these people are playing a particular game. And God is actually going to open their game to us. Thank you. Mr. Lady, let's have you.
I think, yes, Animan has been, everyone is open, we are opening our eyes now. I think there are some particular people that we, because the nurse too is very, very important in this case. Maybe most likely, maybe you are not paying attention to her. People have been saying, oh, maybe the nurse came to embalm him. Oh, there's no, she's the only person that has so many things on her. Even the so-called Prime Boy are Spending, we are not even having any conspiracy around them. There are so many things on that nurse. There is no nurse. There is no nurse. There's a nurse. Oh, the nurse came to embalm him. Oh, the nurse was set up. Oh, and there's a particular scenario that happened. Now people need to pay attention to the fact that it was Bami and the nurse that went out to get a drug. According to the nurse friend on Instagram that I saw, that when the nurse came in, they already poured water on Mohbad. And my own conspiracy on that thing is that, was it that she injected someone else? That's my own thing. That's why there's a lot of conspiracy, and we can bring them up. And that's why we've been saying that, where's the nurse picture? I don't know her face. She's the principal suspect, according to the Nigerian police. And we can't be treating her like she's the queen. She's not. She's the principal suspect. Until proving otherwise that she's innocent or there's no nurse. She's the principal. She's the suspect. You get. But we need to ensure, as you said, she comes to the inquest. All these things we are analyzing, we are saying, everything has time. Because I'm holding on to that conversation of Prime Boy and Wunmi. And we don't even know when that Didi, so when Prime Boy's guy got to that house that Monday. Though they say he didn't allow it to enter, so that one, there's nothing that one. But I think there's a conversation, something has been happening to Mohbad in the morning till the evening. But the time Spenny left there is worrying right now. Is it that when Spenny left there, it was after he left, something happened to him? Or something doesn't happen to him? Because at that time, Spenny has already released the nurse's number. At that time. So it is kind of, I don't know. See, this thing, when you begin to analyze it. You understand? But again, people have said there's no nurse. But I want to believe in that script that there's a nurse. But most likely the nurse injected someone else. But I don't know how we can figure out. But Nigerian police, for me, I will say it again, that Nigerian police have failed us in this thing. They would have done their investigation on if in fact there was anybody called Nurse Fumi. There's just like Nurse Fumi. It's a lie.
Someone else, Olaide.
Yes, ma'am.
The nurse that said nurse injected a light-skinned person.
You can see. So you can see my own line of thought. I'm trying to, because you get, so let me just learn. Let me just stop from here. But again, Nigerian police should have done some kind of analysis on who called who, when and how.
Okay, now Mr. Lady.
Yeah.
Mr. Lady, you're still gonna come up, right?
Yeah.
You're still gonna come up because we need to break down. You ask yourself, just ask ourselves.
Let me come up with something so that you can be somewhere else.
Okay. You will ask yourself one question. We'll ask ourselves this one question. Why is this topic actually coming out now? After several months, why is this topic actually coming up now? If it is not that, probably God is trying to open our eyes to something. If it is not that God is trying to open our eyes to something, why is it that this topic is actually coming up now? Because Mr. Lady, he was still going to come back. If you remember when Mr. Arifa interviewed Prime Boy on his live stream, you remember there was a text message. The timing is very important. We need to work on this timing. The timing is very important. I want to believe that this nurse, there was nothing like a Kotonu there. I want to believe that there was nothing like Kotonu. I'm sorry, because these people can actually do anything. These people can actually play any script. Because I just checked here now. Look at the time that Spending said. Prime Boy said he sent message to the wife, and he already said about at 9 o'clock. Mr. Lide, let me confirm. What time did Prime Boy send message? What time did Prime Boy? Now let's get this, yeah, ladies and gentlemen. What time did Prime Boy send message to me? 8:15. 8:15. Thank you. 8:15. Mr. Lady, that's Abby. 8:54. Okay. 8:54. Now 8:54. Now thank you so much. We have 8:54. Please confirm. Is it 8:54 or 8:15, Mr. Lady? Which one? Mr. Andy, Abby, please help me confirm. We need to establish something here. 8:54. She replied past 1. In fact, the response is actually not what we need now. 8:55. Let's do a little mathematics. If it is 8:55, and she, at 8:55, did she reply? At 8:55, when did she reply? When did she reply? The message, according to the screenshots, Prime Boy sent to, she replied 1:16. She replied 1:16. And Mr. already established to us that the Gen Z generation we are always with our phone, right? So now, if Prime Boy sends message 8:54. Then it means something already happened before 8:54. Something already happened before 8:54. Mummy Anikishaya, thank you so much. Mr. Laide, in the comment section, there is probability that something already happened before 8:54. Mr. Laide, please. Mr. Andy, in the comment section, everybody in the comment section, there is high tendency. There is probability that something already happened in the comment before 8:54. Okay, Tony Pipirimpe. Exactly, agree? Yes, okay. Now, if something had already happened before 8:54, then it means they are claiming that Mohbad was in distress. Mohbad was in he was not healthy, he was bleeding and all manner of things. Then it means before 8:54 a.m. Before 8:54, they've started calling the nurse. Is that possible? Is it possible that before 8:54 they started calling the nurse? Before 8:54, on Monday morning, before 8:54, they've started calling the nurse. Yeah. So if they started calling the nurse before 8:54, and the nurse came, what time did they claim that the nurse came? I mean, what time did they are claiming the nurse came at what time on Tuesday? What time was it? What time was it? I think it's about 3 something that the nurse came. 1 p.m.
Around 3.
Is it around 3 or around 1? Mr. Andy, Mr. Laide, Abby, in the comment section, was it around 3 or around 1?
1 p.m. 1 p.m.
1 p.m. So they are saying the nurse spent close to 28 hours before she left Cotonou to Nigeria. Is that a claim? Are we right to say that the nurse, it actually took the nurse close to 28 hours to get to Nigeria from Cotonou?
Correct.
Okay, now, good. But under normal circumstances, from Google, right? From Google said it should be around, Google Maps said it should be around 3 hours something, right? But we know traffic and all those things. Let's say it took like maybe 8 hours to get to Nigeria.
Dish.
Yeah.
Let's try to look at the area where they said the nurse came late and she tried to sleep. Now, they'll be calling you in the previous day, that was yesterday, and you came back, you slept. You now have that phone to sleep till 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock. Thank you. 1 o'clock. Yeah.
Before you now go to a client that have been calling you since yesterday.
Can we see? On an emergency, right? On an emergency. Now, are we seeing what is happening? Are we seeing what is happening here? Eniola, thank you so much. Are we seeing what is happening? Are we seeing that the nurse, whosoever it is that is saying the nurse just came to do whatever, are we seeing that the nurse is actually, because they call, something has happened before 8:54, they've started calling you, in fact, they must have started calling you at around 7 or 6 in the morning, and you came 1 p.m. You even slept. You even took your bath. You even did makeup. That is to confirm that I stand to be corrected. We are going to come up now. Lepatoposh, you're going to come up, yeah? Then after then we'll have Mr. Andy. That is to affirm that the nurse, to me, the nurse was never in Cotonou. The nurse has always been in Nigeria. The nurse was never in Cotonou. To me, the nurse was never in Cotonou. I stand to be corrected. Let's have Lepatoposh. Lepatoposh, let's have you. Thank you. Be good. You're going to make your point. But
I want to say something in regards to that nurse.
I'm coming. Hold on. Be good. Hold on. Lepatoposh, let's have you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Am I audible?
Yeah, you're audible. We can hear you.
According to this nurse part, my submission is in 2 parts. The first one is there is no nurse anywhere. My point, though, and let me expatiate on that. They said they called the nurse on Monday on an emergency, and the nurse was coming all the way from Cotonou, and according to